Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Glad you could join, and we are flying the ToLiss A321neo from LaGuardia here in New York down to Atlanta with Virtual Delta Airlines. And yeah, weather's good. Weather's good in LaGuardia. Weather is pretty good in Atlanta, and should be a smooth flight. We will jump into the cockpit. Thanks for coming along for this adventure. All right, we are cold and dark. We are already connected to VATSIM. We've received our PDC via text. So we do have LaGuardia ground online here at VATSIM. And we can request the ATIS here, ATIS Information India. We'll check that on the AOC menu in the FMS as well to see if that has been updated by ToLiss. There were some troubles with that in the last while. So yeah, here we are, cold and dark. Absolutely nothing is on. And so we see we have Navigraph integration now, which is very cool. And we'll show everyone that in a moment. But let's get down to business and just enter the aircraft and battery 1 and battery 2. Okay, those voltages look good. Won't be getting any screens with batteries, so we're going to request the ground crew to connect the external power unit. And external power is available, and we'll take that. Very nice. Now we'll just wait for our screens to pop up. As the airplane goes through some probable electrical and avionic diagnostics. Got some of these screen lights brighter here, as well as the FMS. Okay. All right. We'll go straight into the overhead now, folks. ADIRS will go to nav mode so they can start aligning. Crew supply, we can turn that on. Ground control on. CVR test. Done. Just ping the cabin, let them know we're working in the cockpit to prepare the flight. Down to the center column of the panel, give us an APU test. It's fine. Engine 1. And engine 2. Fuel pumps, will leave those off. Electrical looks fine right now. And air conditioning is fine. Nav and logo switch will go to position 2. Strobe will be put to auto. Seatbelts on. No smoking signs on. Emergency exit lights will be armed. Annunciator lights can be on dim. And APU master can go on. And we'll wait for the flap to open here. Okay, flap is open. Start the APU. Go to the electrical page. what we'll see is the APU generator will start showing voltages, hertz, and just like that. So we have APU power. We can take the bleed. Just looking down here, you can see that APU is not on the bus right now, which is why it's 0%. And we have external power at 115 volts and 400 hertz. Same characteristics as the APU. And we'll disconnect that and see that the APU is now jumped onto the bus. Now I'm pulling 25% of available power off the APU for the systems right now. Okay, we'll ask ground to disconnect the external power. While we're on the center console, we'll go to our ACARS and see our PDC here. We are Delta 988 flying the A321neo from LaGuardia to Atlanta, route LaGuardia, Lana, Juliet 48 airway to Mole. Flask is the transition in the Aussie 2 down to Atlanta. We'll be expecting 26 right. Our altitude, cruising altitude for the flight is 360, squawk 4054. And we can on that and go to TARA. Predictive wind shear, we'll go to auto. And we can go to ground in 121.7. Which is set. Rudder trim is set to neutral. Park brake is on. Thrust levers are at idle. Flaps and speed brakes are at 0. Gear is down. Park brake is set. And we can go to the conditioning page now. As we can see, temperatures in the cabin and the cockpit are comfortable. Now we go to our FMS, and before we can use our EFB, we'll have to request the init here from SimBrief. So here it's populating LaGuardia to Atlanta. Alternate is Kilo Hotel Sierra Victor. We are flight number Delta 988. Our cost index is actually 5. Cruising altitude 360. Ground temperature here is 25. And we'll get a wind request also. So our winds during the climb are from the west at probably averaging around 50 to 55 knots. And at our first fix at the cruising altitude, we have winds 310.72. So it's going to be kind of a blend between crosswind and headwind on the way down to Atlanta. And now that since we've loaded the flight plan into the EFB, excuse me, into the FMS, we can go to the EFB and see that. We can take it to terrain. There's the terrain charts. But what we can do is we have the SimBrief OFP now. Right here at our fingertips. So we can see our trip time is 1 hour and 46 minutes, wheels up to wheels down. Scrolling further down here for some other pertinent information. We have our packs at 177, which gives us a zero fuel weight of 148.2. There is fuel, block fuel of 17,400 pounds for takeoff weight of, estimated takeoff weight of 165,000 pounds even. Okay, we're going to go to the Navigraph here and we'll click LaGuardia and ask for the charts. They should have fixed the zoom. Don't know if that's actually happened. But if I go back to terrain, okay, that's pretty good. Airport. LaGuardia, we are going to take the taxi charts and pin the airport diagram. And we are, let's go back to the PDC. Remarks cleared. Tennis 6 departure. Climb via SID. Expect 360 to match departures. Oh, we've got the Tennis 6. It's going to take us to the north. So it's straight out. Climb heading of 134 to intercept course 050 to cross Jutes at or above 3,000. The top altitude is 5,000. We'll set that into mode control panel. Expect vectors after tennis, okay. And Atlanta will get the star, and we have the Aussie 2. Oops, I should have pinned tennis, excuse me. SID, tennis, and we'll pin that. And now we can go through the Atlanta charts. Star, Aussie 2, pin that. Approach. Almost certainly going to be the 26 right ILS or the visual. We'll pin that. Taxi charts, the airport charts, we'll pin that, and the parking gate charts, we'll pin that. And there are all the charts we're going to need. Okay, we'll get this plane fueled up. Go to our weight balance and have the SimBrief OFP here. So fuel 17,400 pounds. And there's also the planned fuel section of the OFP, which shows you how it's comprised. So 17,400 pounds of fuel. We will ask for that right now. £17,400 requests refuel. Okay, that's good. Okay, we have all of our charts. Plane is refueling. IRSs have aligned. The alignment of the IRSs seem to have gotten faster in this new update, but maybe I'm imagining things. And we're going to go to our flight plan page, click on LaGuardia, departure from runway 13 on the Tennis 6, and insert that, and we'll zoom in on the navigation display. And Atlanta, arrival, ILS 26 right.
This is a LaGuardia ground going for a radio check.
Aussie 2, Zello, and I believe Flask is the... Yes, Flask is the... I have you 5x5, by the way.
Thank you so much.
And we can go insert that. And we'll just cycle through the waypoints now. There's the intercept, Jutes, Tennis, and then it's going to be vectors to Lana. So what we'll do, we'll go back here a second to Lana and we'll zoom out and see the relationship between where Tennis is, where we're going to be leaving Tennis, almost certainly taking a left turn to the west and ultimately doing a direct to Lana, unless we get other ATC available in the area. Anyhow, continuing through points, just make sure the altitude constraints are there. So Jutes was 3,000 or above, that is correct. Speed constraint 220 knots. Very important to check all of this stuff. 220 knots, 3,000 or above, and Tennis at 5,000.
Good afternoon, United 8187.
So,
Stand 41, requesting clearance to Montreal.
United 8187, PDC, take your number 1 clearance.
okay. And then Tennis was 5,000 or above. Okay, so that's good. So cycling through the rest of the points in the flight plan, we're going to get to Flask. Here we go. Put the constraints on the mode control panel. So there's Aussie, and we're going to pull up the Aussie 2 here and zoom in. So here's the transition. Flask gets us to Aussie. So landing west, expect, which we will be doing, maximum 250 knots, and hard altitude constraint of 12,000. So we're going to enter that in here. Speed constraint and a hard 12,000 for the altitude constraint, and insert that. Okay. And then after Aussie, we got Kala at 9,000, Posey 8,000 or above. Kala 9,000, Posey 8,000 or above. And after Posey, I believe it should be this is very curious. This is the Aussie 2 is not a 2-6 right approach. That is indeed very curious. So that's okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go to the star chart again, and I believe the Andre 1 might do it for us. Two six right. We can still go through Hillary. Let me pin that for a moment. Actually, you know what we'll do? We are.
Unit 8187, request push and start.
We're going to go and take 27 right as our arrival.
Fall short of Alpha for taxi.
Push and start approved. Hold short Alpha for taxi. Unit 8187.
We are going to take 27 right instead, so make a change here. 27 left, excuse me. Oh, I had the wrong LC2 up. My bad. I totally messed that up. There we go. This is the correct Aussie 2. There's two charts for the Aussie 2. One for... Anyway. So, 12,000 hard, so Kala 9, Posey 8 above, and then here we go, Zello 5,000 or above to Haynes 5,000 or above. So Posey, that's good, Zello 5,000 or above, and Haynes 5,000 or above. Okay. Flight plan looks great. Go back to ARC mode. And yeah, flight plan's in. We can take the passengers. All, how many of them? Go back to our OFP. 177 packs. They load instantaneously, so that's okay. Load. There we go. Packs are all on board. We'll now request the door to be closed. There we go. Doors closed. Arm doors and cross check. Thank you very much. Fuel is all loaded. Cargo doors are closed. Route is in, weights are in. Go to the init page, just make sure everything is good here. Zero fuel weight 148.2 with a zero fuel weight center of gravity of 29. So we'll calculate that here, 177 packs. No cargo. And fuel, oops, 17,400. Yes, that's correct. Zero fuel weight is 148.3 and zero fuel weight is 29. With block fuel 17.4. Okay, init pages are good. Flight plan route has been done, just the takeoff performance now. We will be doing estimations, probably going to be a toga takeoff, and we'll just grab the weather here. I want to see if something, like I was saying previously, in the ATSU menu, the AOC menu, will the departure ATIS work? Maybe it's working now. Okay, that's wonderful. Information India, winds are 150, 12 gusting, 19, that's 1651 Zulu, so coming up to an hour old. 150, 12 gusting 19. 150, 12. Outside air temperature temperature is 25, that's correct, and QNH 2977. And we're going to set that. $2977 is set. Runway 13, correct, will not be an intersection takeoff. Wind has been inputted, temperature's good, that's good. Runway conditions dry, anti-ice will be off. Takeoff weight. So zero fuel weight plus the fuel is 165,286, so we'll put in 165 even. And CG 28.8 is accurate. We'll check the flex, but I don't think it's going to work out for us. Air conditioning may be on. Compute. Yeah, our stop margin is pretty tight. If I turn packs off, I'm not getting any benefit.
United 8187, request taxi.
United 8187, Squawk Mode Charlie.
Squawk Mode Charlie, United 8187.
Okay, we'll go Togo takeoff on 145, 145. It's just a short runway, N150. And A321 is comparatively large plane. Flaps are 1 plus F and down 0.1 on the trim. Set, and flex temp is Toga. So performance is in.
United 8187, request taxi.
We can
United 8187, runway 13, taxi via Alpha, Juliet,
Cockpit.
Bravo, Papa,
disconnect the
George,
jetway. Park brake is set. We can have the chocks removed and call the tug.
Tow is driving up.
Beacon
Taxi
goes on.
Runway 13 via Alpha Julia Bravo Papa Hoshore.
I should have the
Hoshore.
I should have the
United 8187.
should give X-Pilot audio.
Hold short, runway 22 at Papa, United.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Hoshore runway 22 at Papa United 8187.
I should have a duck. At I'll duck it at 2, 3. We'll see how that works out. Okay, beacon light is on. To our charts.
Tow connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Park brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Okay, we're just 11 minutes late on the pushback. Not terrible. Thank you everyone for joining this flight. It's going to be a good one. Making a sharp. This tug doesn't mess around. Engine 1 start. Now we're down here in the very lower right corner. We are all the way right down here, spot 18 Bravo, 17 Bravo, correction. And we'll probably get Zulu Bravo, Papa, cross runway 22. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, that's good engine 2.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Park brake set.
Disconnecting tow. Stand by.
You can see the windsock out there is I thought windsocks were designed such that the bottom was always horizontal and the top was tapered. But
United 8187, cross runway 22 at Papa, continue taxi via Papa.
Cross runway 2 Papa, continue taxi via Papa, United 8187.
okay, 2 good engine starts. Disconnect signal and pins on the left, please. APU can come off.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
United 8187, unfortunately, no further ATC is available. Frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
122.8, United 817.
Flaps 1.
Thank you.
Auto brake max. Arm to spoilers. Signal received. Flight control check. Full up. Check. Full down. Check. I'm gonna do the rudder next. And do it one more time because my rudder pedals are... need a bit. Trimmed down. Point 1 is done. Full left. Full right. Okay, awesome. LaGuardia ground, hello, Delta 988 with India ready for taxi.
Delta 988, LaGuardia ground, information India is correct. Runway 13, taxi via Zulu, Bravo, Papa, hold short, runway 22 at Papa.
Runway 13, Zulu, Bravo, Papa, hold short, runway 22 at Papa, Delta 988. Park brake off. Taxi light on. Just give it a little nudge. We are rolling. Gonna do a takeoff config test here. Oil temperature in engine 2 is at 45. That's fine. We will be... the temperature will be just perfect when we get out to the runway. I'm gonna do a brake test here. Problem with the signposting here. This alpha here on the sign just on the left hand side should actually say it should be a B. we got a nice takeoff there, buddy. Right under my seat. Should really be getting checklists for this. What I'm going to try to do here is go to, there we go. That looks good. Just size, make sure we're still maintaining center line here. And go here. Go and go to here, kill that one. Go and add. Okay, that should do it. So now we have our checklists. Which I probably should have had handy. Flight control was checked, flap setting checked, engine mode selector is normal, ECAM memo no blue. Ping the cabin.
Delta 988, cross runway 22 at Papa, continue taxi via Papa.
Cross runway 22 at Papa, continue on Papa, Delta 988. Clear right. Clear left. Strobe it. And strobe off. Auto. We'll have to grab the CTAF frequency. 118.7.
Delta 988, unfortunately no further ATCs available. Frequency change approved. Have a great flight.
Over to CTAF, Delta 988. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, anytime.
188.7. Put that in. LaGuardia traffic, Delta 988 is lining up and departing from runway 13, LaGuardia traffic. Strobe it. Quick look at the checklist. Takeoff runway identified. Runway 13, check radar. We put to on. Predictive wind shear is on auto. Cabin crew has been advised. TCAS is TA and RA. And packs are on. Takeoff checklist complete. Runway heading is 135. Toga takeoff. Engine stabilized, Toga. Wow, it speeds up super fast with Toga, boys. V1 rotate. Positive rate, gear up. River climb. Alright, our TCAS looks good. We will 10,000 open climb. And the speed constraint is gone. Flaps up. Very nice. Fly it to Lana. We'll go route direct Lana. And insert. TCAS looks good. 15,000. We'll say 16,000. Redirect Lana again. Feet, landing lights off, and retracted. TCAS looks good. 12,000. Flight level 200. We'll go AP1. Get a bit of a view of Manhattan. To go to the terrain charts now. Ooh, is the terrain chart not zooming properly? Okay. Yeah. I don't like this checklist. I think I'm going to get another one. It doesn't have after takeoff. It has after start checklist. As taxi. Should be takeoff checklist. Line up. Departure change. Approach. There's no after takeoff checklist. Yeah, I gotta get another one. This one ain't any good to me. Go up to our cruising altitude 360 set. Standard barrow. Nice views of Manhattan. Beautiful. Seatbelt signs can come off.
17, we're 20 miles to the northeast, 3000.
Hopefully the volume is okay. Have a little bit of ducking. Maybe it's too much ducking. The audio levels are about 12. Peaking around 12. Total air temp is -12. Going to be the cloud here. We'll just be on the we're down the side of caution and get the anti-ice started up. make sure that we're not totally killing the volume here. So just want the volume to duck just a little bit. Is probably good enough. So check 1 2, check 1 2. Just a little bit more. 30. The threshold of 30 now. It's probably good. US anti-ice off. Pretty much how we kind of anticipated the headwinds. We do have a bit of a decent headwind component. We've just hit our cruising altitude. This captain is going to go take about a 10-minute break. We will be back at around 1826 Zulu. We are back in the seat. Didn't miss any ATCs. Make doubly sure of that. Yep. Gaining a bit more ground speed with this left-hander. Is got Baltimore down there off the left-hand side. That wind hitting this plane at 450 knots makes a lot of noise. It's a little bumpy up here. Probably take it a little bit more off the microphone. Up on Washington, D.C. There's Reagan. just about make out. Some of the DC landmarks. Nice wing flex going on here. Flask is our transition point in the Aussie 2 star into Atlanta. We're looking to cross Flask at 1857 Zulu, about 20 minutes from now. Top of descent is calculating at 1920 Zulu. D is just about 40 minutes, 43 minutes from now. The air is a little bumpy. It's gotten better. It was bumpy over Washington. You can kind of see it in the renderings here, getting bumped around a little bit, but I don't think enough to warrant seatbelt signs. We have a 65 knot wind coming from 306, so pretty decent headwind component. Losing around 30 knots of ground speed, I would say. Ground speed is 420 right now, and true airspeed is almost 450. Next flight on Alpha to parking will most likely be flying we're staying in the ToLiss repertoire, and we're going to take the A321neo, the Dash 900, with the Soundbox Studios F-Mod pack, which is wonderful. We also have the KOSB project sound pack in this current aircraft, and that is also a wonderful sound pack as well. And it's nice to see some competition in the F-Mod production development. Mango Studios do some honorable sound packs as well. So we're 40 miles from Mole. See if we have see anything on VATSIM coming up just yet. And, I wouldn't hesitate to think that we will have some sort of ATC going into Atlanta for the arrival. It's usually a good, well-staffed airspace on VATSIM. But just sit back, relax, and enjoy the scenery. Looking at the charts, go back to the airport charts here, and we can probably unpin both of LaGuardia's charts that we needed for the taxiing and departure. So here's the Aussie 2. We are coming in from Flask. And Flask would take us to Aussie. And at Aussie, we will, current weather in Atlanta is, winds are from the west, so in real life 26 right is landing on runway, as well as 27 left, but the 26s are in the northern half of the field, so since we're approaching from the north, we will be taking 26 right. So landing west, expect 250 knots maximum and 12,000 on the altitude constriction. And we have that set here in to the Aussie waypoint, 250 knots and 12,000. Coming off Aussie, we have Harry and Kala and Posey to Zello and Haynes, or Hines, maybe Haynes. Kala, hard 9,000, Posey above 8,000, Zello above 5,000, and Haynes above 5,000. All of those altitude constraints are put into the box. All that is set up. Had to take a quick phone call there. Apologies. Yeah, and then having a look at the ILS chart for runway 26 right. In the event that we do not have any ATC, we will have CTAF at 119.1 for the approach and the arrival, most of the arrival and the approach into to Atlanta. Localizer IGX Zulu 110.1 that will basically auto-populate into the nav radio. We don't see them right now as it's picking up, automatically picking up VOR frequencies in the en route portion. The missed approach, climb to 180 and then a right-hand turn direct to Dallas. And after 180 on the altitude, we make that right-hander and continue to climb to 4,000 and to go into a hold at a right-hand hold at Dallas. Excuse me, a left-hand hold at Dallas. Just check the weather right now in Atlanta. By getting a METAR. It's a nice feature in the ToLiss that you can get METARs right off of the FMS, or through the FMS. So current weather at Atlanta, 1752 Zulu, so it's almost an hour old. Winds 2408, gusting 17. So we will do half the steady, which will be 4 knots plus the full gust factor of 9, which will be 13 knots added to the VLS speed. Visibility is great. A few clouds at 3,000, broken 4,200, broken at 20,000. Temperatures 29. Altimeter 29901. Towering cumulonimbus clouds, distance southwest of the field. Moderate cumulus clouds. AL, is that Q? ALQDS? That's, I haven't seen that one before. ALQDS. All quadrants. So, okay, we got towering cumulonimbus clouds off in the distance from the fields, southwest to the west. They're probably moving east. And moderate cumulus clouds in all quadrants around the airfield. So, could get a little bit bumpy on the approach. On the arrival and the approach, but don't think the X-plane weather nor the ToLiss radar will probably pick any of those up. Given the current weather conditions, we are well above minimums for standard ILS approach. Minimum decision altitude is 119er, 0, which is 200 feet radio altitude. Runway VRV, we are weight classification Charlie and the Neo, so 321neo. Runway visual range is 1,800 feet or half a mile. And we have full ILS capability at the airport. And upon landing, we'll most likely get Bravo 3 as our off-ramp from runway 26 right, and normally it's Bravo 3 to Bravo 2 cross runway 26 left onto Echo 1, and either Echo or Foxtrot to the ramp. Probably take Echo because traffic usually takes Foxtrot, outbound traffic usually takes Foxtrot to Echo. So probably take Echo to one of the Foxtrot offshoots, and we'll figure out what our gate is going to be a little later in the flight. Interesting that the bumpiness has maintained itself such a long period. See if we can look up some weather online to see what kind of turbulence is being experienced in this neck of the woods we're in right now. So the turbulence should be dissipating right around ye old waypoint, which is not too far off. It's after Flask. But there is weather potentially moving in. Might be missing Atlanta to the south. No indication, so this turbulence should be dissipating hopefully by the time another 80 miles or so. Don't seem to be able to see waypoints on the approach map, excuse me, on the open street map. Let's see if that's maybe turbulence getting quite bad now. We'll actually put the seatbelt signs on. Become much more steady now. See if we can hold this more tranquil air. It's quite a lot smoother than what it was. Give it to 1858. If you can maintain this. It's getting turbulent again. I kind of wonder how real minor, what I would assume are minor wind direction changes and wind speed changes on certainly on a percentage basis seems to have quite a large effect on the flight, not the flight model, but the flight performance, flight characteristics, to bump the airplane around quite a bit. I'm not sure if that is unintentionally exaggerated. or if that's actually true to life. Seems better. I think we're out of the turbulent period. Looks like Atlanta Tower's up, so get the arrival latest. Should be able to get that from the AOC menu. Destination ATIS. Arrival info Delta 1752 Zulu. It's over an hour old. Winds 2408, gusting 17. Visibility 10 statute miles. View clouds 3000 broken, 4200 broken, 20,000. Temperature 29, dew point 20, altimeter 29901. Simultaneous approaches are in progress. Visual 26 right and visual 26 left. And ramp is not controlled. Pattern work practice and instrument approaches are not permitted. Operate transponder with 1 Charlie and all ramps, taxiways, and runways. Advise you have Delta. Okay. There's nothing new there. Do a landing performance. Before I do that, we should go to the perf page and put some of this data. It's surely going to get updated before our top of descent, but no harm doing it now. Winds are 2408, gusting 17. Temperature 29 and 299 on the altimeter. As we said on the airport chart, minimum decision altitude, barometric 1190, effectively 200 feet radio altitude. We're gonna go flaps 3 config, or maybe not, because we're gonna up the VLS is 4141, but the that's 4 and 11 is 15. 148. BV approach. Top of descent, 1920, just 18 minutes. crossed into North Carolina. Step away for just a few minutes. fog is better now. Just have Atlanta Tower 119.1. Top of descent is just moments away. We will have an uninterrupted stream now. All previous interruptions have been of my doing, but this will be uninterrupted all the way into Atlanta. So we know that our first constraint is 1-2000 at Aussie. So we can set that in the mode control panel. 2000 is set. There's a new Aegis in Atlanta. Not allowed. Let's try that again. Company message received. Yes, we have Echo. Go to our perf page. 1852 Zulu. Winds are 220 at Niner. The gusts have gone. I think we can clear the VAP. Alright, there we go. Broken 4,500, broken 6,000, broken 20,000, temperatures 28. And altimeter 2990. Reapproach 138 is good. Don't need to add anything for the wind components. Gusts have gone. And visual 26 right. We will go full configuration just to make sure we get the Bravo 3. Though config 3 is probably good enough. We are 10 miles on top of descent. We have Echo on board. From top of descent. Top of descent. Initiate the descent. Descent green. percent captured. Idle. So as we said, go around or missed approach procedure is straight ahead to basically runway heading to climb to 1,800. And then at 1,800 make a right turn direct to Dallas and continue climb to 4,000. We'll enter a left-hand hold at Dallas, which we should be able to see if we cycle through some waypoints here. There's the approach. Left-hand hold at Dallas is in the box. ETA is 1946 Zulu, just 23 minutes from now. And we had a scheduled on blocks of 1955. So
Delta 9 or 80, I guess.
on your frequency, go ahead.
I was going to ask what flight we were at, because I look on the radar and like right next to me, so.
We're descending, we were at 360 cruise, but we're descending on the Aussie 2, coming up on flight level 280.
Under that, I think you just wanted to be ready to do it.
I don't see you on my TCAS. Are you on the Aussie 2 also?
Yeah, pretty sure.
Maybe it's behind. Okay. Might be coming in from a different 2 here. May have had a different transition. Oh no, maybe not. Looks like it's only Flask or Levi. There's definitely someone on my ECAS matching. Seems to be. Maybe he's climbing. Wonder who might that be? They may have taken off from Charlotte, climbing. To VATSIM radar. Okay, what I'm actually going to do, I'm actually going to speed up. Increase my speed to 270. 270 to winning. Atlanta traffic, Delta 988. We are 30 miles from Aussie. On the Aussie 2 arrival into Atlanta. Planning the runway 26 right transition. Atlanta traffic. Onto QNH. No approach ATC. Set. set it down to 5,000. Okay, 1947.
Delta 980. I'm going to try to slow down on this kind of coast behind you. See what we do.
Yeah, all good. How many miles behind do you think you are?
I'm around 17 miles away right now from, I think, Aussie, I think. But, you know how far, I think we're at parallel right now, because on the radar it looks like we're parallel, so I can slow down a little bit.
All right, I'm right around 10 miles from Aussie. We'll be crossing Aussie at 12,000, 250 knots.
Roger that. I'm going to slow it down a little bit, and I'll try to follow you.
Sounds like a plan. Happy landings.
You too.
Actually gonna speed brake it here. Make sure there's no ATC. Oop, looks like Atlanta Tower is gone. We do have 119.1 is 119.1 check. We can pull off the speed brake. Seatbelt signs on. And ping twice, prepare the cabin for landing. Auto brake will be low. Surprised Atlanta Tower wasn't on for so long. To CTAF. Atlanta traffic, Delta 988 is crossing Harry on the 26 right runway transition from the Aussie to Atlanta.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 85, we're running over 27 right. Delta traffic.
So at Zello, we have 21 miles. We have 6 miles to Hines. Beans means Haynes. We'll actually activate the approach phase. Line of traffic Delta 988 is 6 miles from Zello to capture the localizer for the ILS runway 26 right. The Atlanta traffic. We can arm the localizer now. Field in sight. Line of traffic Delta 988 captured the localizer for runway 26 right, and we are 20 miles DME. Line of traffic. Set it to 4,000. The spoilers. Laps 1. And arm the approach. flaps 2. And got the glide slope capture. Line of traffic, Delta 988, fully established on the ILS, 26 right, just under 11 to go, Atlanta. Nine miles out, go gear down.
2,500.
Ping the cabin. Seats for landing. Flaps 3. Flaps full.
2,000.
Atlanta traffic, Delta 988, 5 miles from the numbers, 26 right, Atlanta. Wind is coming off the left, good amount. We'll have to monitor that, obviously. Got about 3 degrees of crabbing, maybe 4. Seem to be holding steady.
1,000.
They're moving a bit.
$500. 400. 300. 100 above. 200. Minimum. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5,
auto brake off.
And traffic Delta 988 clear of 26 right at Bravo 3 Atlanta. Like we have a departure out there. Yep. Any jazz on 26 left? Land traffic Delta 988 just crossing 26 left at Bravo 3 Atlanta. Bravo 2, correction, Atlanta. Gonna do Echo because traffic usually takes Foxtrot. Where's my guy? He was behind me. Start the APU. Nose light come off. Flaps open. Brakes are set. Engines out. Keep an eye on those Brake temps, I won't turn the fans on, just gonna leave them here for a while. Seatbelt signs off. I guess when you turn the no smoking signs off, does that mean you can start smoking? And that goes to off. Fuel pumps off. Beacon off. Chocks. And internal power. Grab that. APU can go dead. Nav lights off. Nadir's off. Crew supply off. Okay, I think that overhead looks pretty good. Obviously, we're going to be delaying the takeoff. Normally, you would get a warning that to delay the takeoff. Interesting. Anyway, predictive wind shear goes off. TCAS on standby and auto. Grab the jetway.
Traffic Delta 1480, clear of 26 right, crossing 26 left at Hotel, gonna continue taxi via Foxtrot to the ramp for Atlanta traffic.
Doors are armed. I wonder if I put these two. Oh, that is armed doors and cross-check. Okay. Where's the pressurization? It ain't there. It's not in the bleeds. Wouldn't be. There it is. Delta P is 0, so that's about all you want to know. Go and open that door. And we'll get forward and aft open. The 7,100 pounds remaining. Unload the packs. Got to get this plane back to cold and dark turnaround condition. Okay, well, we'll disconnect from VATSIM. We'll check the ACARS.
Atlanta International information. Sierra current altimeter 2987.
ACARS recorded touchdown 256 feet per minute, 1.32 G, pitch of 3, roll level, 134 knots, indicated airspeed, which was 1 knot above the planned, and we had 133 VLS. Certainly not a hard landing, but not butter. G's are okay. A little on the higher side. Okay. Complete the flight in the ACARS and submit that to vDAL. And Volanta can be closed and recorded. And we'll just wind this back and see what it looked like. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the other Delta. Was that it? 1480? Yeah, that was it. What took him so long? Interesting. All right, let's wind it back and see what happened.
Three 100 above.
What are we doing on Sunline? Tiny bit of crabbing, nothing almost. See, the runway is sloping down, which would explain why the G's were pretty good, but the vertical feet per minute. See, the vertical feet per minute can be very deceiving at times if the runway is sloping away from you. A higher vertical feet per minute on the touchdown would be certainly less of an indicator of a hard landing. But anyway, we'll bring this one to an end. See you on the next one, probably the A330neo. So